Night of the 15th District Basketball Tournament here from Barren County High School. And tonight, it is the championship game of the girls' 15th District as the Barren County Trojanettes try to get their 4th district championship in a row as they take on the Glasgow Lady Scotties for the district title tonight. And Glasgow has been the runner-up the past 3 years to Barren County. We've got a lot to talk about. 4th year in a row, the Barren County for the 15th district title. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer, Cameron Brown with stats, Todd Belcher in the studios of Nash 103.7. We're on BCHS Live tonight. Glad to have you with us. The Lady Scotties come in at 10-11 on the season, number 3 seed in the district. They beat Monroe County on Tuesday night, 53-46. Ansley Adwell led the way for Coach Craig Pippin. She had 13 points. Mia Cassidy added 11. Chloe Hale had 10, and Cadence Bird had 9 points in that game. They only shot 33% from the field in that ball game, 15-47. They did hit 8 threes, though, out of 27 attempts, but only shot 50% from the foul line at 15 of 30. They did have 34 rebounds in that game. The Trojanettes come in 17-7, the 1 seed, undefeated in district play, 3-time defending 15th district champs, defeating the Lady Patriots of Allen County Scottsville on Tuesday night by a score of 63-45. As Abby Varney, the freshman, led the way for the Trojanettes, and Coach Piper Lindsay in that ball game with 13 points. Senior Emma Hughes added 11. Addison London also had 11 points in that game, and freshman guard Katie Murphy added 10. 4 players in double figures. Katie Elmore just under double figures with 9, and Raven Ennis had 8 points in that game. The Trojanettes have won 4 straight. They've won 5 of their last 6. In that ball game against the Lady Patriots, the Trojanettes shot 47% from the field on 24 of 51 attempts. Only 3 of 10 behind the arc. They did hit 12 of 16 free throws and had 30 rebounds in that game. As Coach Piper Lindsay in her 5th straight district title game as coach. Only one other coach has had more trips to the district title game, and that's John Butler. He had 14 title games. Barren County also won 4 straight titles under Coach Butler from 2002 to 2005. He had 8 district championships in his tenure here at Barren County. Barren County also won 3 straight back in the mid-'70s under Bobby Steenbergen, 4 overall from 1975 to 1977. Coach Craig Pippin for Glasgow has won several 16th district titles when he was with Russell County. Also took a team to the state tournament. Glasgow's won 6 titles altogether. Barren County has won 16. The Lady Scotties have been runners-up 13 times. Barren County 18 times. The last 4 district finals have been decided by 10 or more points. And the number 1 seed has won the district championship 3 of the last 4 years. So there's quite a bit of information there. Robert Bauer.
A lot of history through all those numbers, and we've had a great run starting in 18. We had some great runs back in the early 2000s. Really in the late 90s, we had some good runs. We had a great team in 2000. Allen County just happened to have a better team, and sometimes you've seen that in the late 2010s, early 2010s is what you'll say. We just had some really good teams in this district with everybody was really good. So it ebbs and flows. We said that the other night. It's kind of like this week. It's been a long week in a lot of ways with time change. It's been good to have all the kids back full time this week, and we've had some highs on Monday. We had some lows. Maybe we won't call it a low, but a disappointing loss last night. So it's just been a kind of an up and down week, and hopefully we can end it with a flourish, adding that 4th straight district title up there and put a 21 on the banner above us, above Trojan floor.
Yep. If the Trojanettes do win tonight, they will host a first-round regional tournament game here next Thursday night and would be against the runner-up of the District 13, 14, or 16th district. The 1 seed in District 15 has won it 13 times since 1999. The number 3 seed has only won it 1 time since 1999, and it was Glasgow that year, as Allen County Scottsville was the 1 seed. That was back in 2016. The Lady Patriots was the 1 seed. Glasgow was the 3, and that's the only time since 1999 that a 3 seed has won the district championship. And if you're Barren County, you hope that doesn't repeat tonight.
Right. Girls seeds hold a little bit more true than boys seeds. You see over the years, you've mentioned the history of the last few nights, and that seems to be the case more so in the girls than it does the boys. So, but we've had some really good teams. I mentioned 2000, 2007, we didn't win the district, but we won the region. Glasgow actually beat us in those finals. So, we've had some really good teams that haven't won the region, and you get a little lax maybe in the district finals, whether it's either you relax because you won that first game close, like we did that in 07, and just kind of, this is all extra, the district title, because you're going to play next week in the region. But, at some point you say you want to win this and you got to come in focused like we did the other night. I thought we were really, really focused against Allen County. We took care of business, and we started slow, but we zoned in and focused after that. And we really got to do the same thing tonight. Obviously, this team, Glasgow, can shoot the ball a lot better than Allen County can. They've got a really good player in Ansley Adwell, I think, that can handle the ball. The Bots girl has improved since the beginning of the season, even handling the basketball. So, they've got some better players in Allen County, and we're going to have to play a little bit better than we did the other night to cut down the nets.
Yep. Trojanettes and Lady Scotties coming up in the championship of the 15th District here in 2021, and we'll return with more of our pregame coverage in a moment. Tip off the season with huge savings and score big at Don Franklin Glasgow. This is the Don Franklin Glasgow Countdown to Game Time pregame report on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. Battling out for the girls' championship tonight in the 15th district as the two teams met during the regular season. Barren County won both of those matchups, winning 48-38 at Glasgow back on January the 29th. The Trojanettes shot 32.7% from the field in that ball game, 16 of 49, while Glasgow was 15 of 46 for 32.6%. Trojanettes were 3 of 16 on threes. Glasgow was 4 of 15 behind the arc. The difference in that ball game was the free throw line, as Barren County hit 13 of 24, Glasgow just 4 of 7, but the Lady Scotties out-rebounded the Trojanettes 37 to 20 in that game. Ravenettas had 15, Katie Murphy had 12 in that matchup against the Lady Scotties. Ansley Atwell with 13, Chloe Hale had 9, and Mia Cassidy had 6. Now in the second game here at Barren County, Ansley Atwell did not play in that ball game for Glasgow. That was on February 13th. Barren won 53-32. The Trojanettes shot 50% from the field in that ball game, while Glasgow was 36.4. 22 of 44 for the Trojanettes, 12 of 33 for Glasgow. And the Trojanettes hit 3 of 9 from behind the arc. Glasgow was 4 of 11. And free throws were pretty even, 6 of 9 for Barren, 4 of 8 for Glasgow. Both teams had 22 rebounds in that game. Ravenettas had 12, Addison London 11, and Abby Varney had 10 for Barren. Again, Adwell did not play. Cadence Bird had 8 points, while Botts had 7, Hale had 4. Cassidy did not score in that matchup. But, of course, they missed Adwell in that ball game. She averages a double-double on the season. Breaking down some numbers for you. Glasgow averages 46.7 points a game. They give up 49.3, shooting 34.3% from the field. They average about 6 threes a contest and shooting 32.3%. Not a very good free throw shooting team on the season, 55.4%, but they do rebound it well, 31.5 rebounds a game. For the Trojanettes, Barren County averages 50.6 points a game. They shoot 40.3% from the field, 25.7 on threes, averaging about 4 a game, 65.3% from the foul line, and averaging 26 rebounds a game. So this is the game that really counts. If you win it, you play a runner-up in the region next week, next Thursday, as a matter of fact. If you're a runner-up, you have to play a district winner, and you will have to go somewhere else to play.
Yeah, we talked about that with the boys. You know, I hate it that we have to go on the road Sunday, and there's probably 3 likely destinations, but we'll know for sure in the morning and have a better clue at least who those 3 could be. Maybe by the time this game is over, they probably don't start till a little bit later, some of those games. But, you know, there could be an upset. I don't think it will be. And the girls need to win this just to have a home game Thursday and play an opponent that would allow them to go to the semifinals. Right. If you lose this game, I really think, you know, it opens up Bowling Green as your first round opponent. Yeah. I mean, there's a third chance that would happen because I don't see Greenwood beating Bowling Green. I just don't. Right. So that's one of the main reasons you want to win this game, to stay away from who I think is the favorite in the region right now. Right.
Well, we got more coming up as the countdown to the game time, 6 o'clock here from Barren County High School. Last night of the 15th District Tournament, championship game of the girls. We'll be back with more in a moment. This is the 15th District Basketball Tournament presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7.
Even a garden starts at the seed. Your local Southern States in Glasgow has all the seed you need. Seed for your lawns and gardens and pasture seed. Right now is an important time to turn your attention to your home lawn, garden, and pastures. Look for to help you
And we're about 8.5 minutes away from the Trojanettes and the Lady Scotties here at the 15th District Girls Championship game. Looking at tonight's games around the area, brought to you by CRS Construction, providing exceptional construction service with the highest attention to detail. 13th District at Franklin Simpson tonight. It's the boys' final. Franklin Simpson taking on Russellville. Franklin Simpson 13-3, Russellville 9-9. In the 14th at Bowling Green, boys' final. Bowling Green 19-2, Greenwood 15-10. And the 16th at Cumberland County tonight, Clinton County 20-3 against Metcalfe County at 16-9. Last night on the Coca-Cola scoreboard, in the 13th at Franklin Simpson, Russellville girls beat Logan County 44-39 to advance. In the 14th at Bowling Green, Greenwood beat Warren Central 39-30, and the Greenwood boys beat Warren Central 65-48. It's only about the second time the Dragons have not advanced to the regional tournament in about 20 years.
Yeah, somebody said it was one of their worst losses in the regional tournament in a long, long time.
Right.
Or, I'm sorry, in the district tournament.
Yeah. 15th last night here, of course, Allen County Scottsville Patriots defeated the Barren County Trojans for the championship 57-48. In the 16th at Cumberland County last night, Metcalfe County beat Clinton County girls 51-36 to advance. So you've got all the 8 teams now set up. We'll have the draw for the boys tomorrow at 9 o'clock at Warren East. Boys 13th, it's Franklin Simpson, Russellville. 14th, Bowling Green and Greenwood. 15th, Allen County Scottsville and Barren County. Allen County Scottsville, the only winner so far in district play. They've won the championship. And in the 16th, Clinton County and Metcalfe County. On the girls' side of the 13th, you got the same 2 schools, Franklin Simpson, Russellville. Same 2 schools in the 14th, Bowling Green and Greenwood. In the 15th, of course, Barren County and Glasgow. And the 16th, Russell County and Metcalfe County. Saxby's keys to the game tonight.
All right, I think we got to speed them up. Very reminiscent of the first half, like was at Glasgow. We played a great first half. We did not necessarily play a great second half, but in the first half we really sped them up. I think we have to ball pressure them at all spots on the floor. If our press isn't working, we can drop back in that half court and really pressure their ball handlers. They have gotten better, but I think ball pressure really aggravates them, if you will.
Yeah.
We're better at every position, in my opinion. Just watching these 2 teams, maybe with the exception of Ansley Adwell. So I think we need to force them to, play defense in the half court. Like our matchups against them. If we can't get points in transition game off the press, then we need to make them play defense for long possessions. Be patient, don't force things, and we have to obviously identify their shooters. I think they have shooters, not scorers, meaning they can't create very many shots for themselves. They can set in the corner and shoot and knock down threes, which can be very dangerous for us if they get going. So, I think this could go one of 2 ways. If they start come out making shots, it could be a long night for us, and we're going to have to fight. If we force their shooters to run off the line and take tough shots, then, it could go in our favor.
Yep. Starting lineups when we come back. This is the 15th District Basketball Tournament presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. Starting lineups of tonight's 15th District Championship game. Brought to you by SCRTC Total Communications. For the Glasgow Lady Scotties, under first-year head coach Craig Pippin, who succeeded Justin Stenson. His assistant coaches are Orlando Hayden, Fred Stockton, Kelsey Kirkpatrick, and Holly Martin. Ansley Adwell, a 5'10 senior, averaging about 13 points, 9 rebounds a game. She was named to the first team All-Region. Ashton Potts, a 5'6 sophomore, averages 5.4 points, 5 rebounds. Mia Cassidy, a 5'6 sophomore, averages 10 points a game. Chloe Hale, a 5'10 freshman, averages 8.3 points and 7 rebounds. And Cadence Birds, a 5'1 sophomore, averaging 5.5 points a game. 3 sophomores, a freshman, and a senior in the lineup for the Glasgow Lady Scotties. Barren County Trojanettes under 6th-year head coach Piper Lindsay. Her assistant coaching staff, Scott Chapman, Chad Withrow, and Brent Spillman. Katie Murphy, a 5'6 freshman, averaging 6.5 points, 4 rebounds a game. Raven Ennis, a 5'10 junior, averages 16 points, 6.3 rebounds a game. She was named to the second team All-Region. Emma Hughes, the only senior on the basketball team at 5'6", averages 5.7 points a ball game and 4 rebounds. She has scored in double figures in 4 of the last 7 ball games for the Trojanettes. Addison London, a 5'8 junior, averages 6.2. And Abby Varney, a 5'5 freshman, averages 7. She led the scoring the Allen County Scottsville game with 13 points. Reminding you, you're following our broadcast on Nash 103.7, WHHT-FM, Cave City, Glasgow, online at 104thescore.com and on BCHS Live. Don't forget, we'll have full coverage of the girls and boys 4th regional tournaments from wherever we are Sunday and Thursday, and also the semifinals and finals at WKU's Diddle Arena. We'll have every tournament game here broadcasted on Nash 103.7 and online at 104thescore.com. We'll also have 14th District games of teams in the 4th Region Tournament on ESPN Radio 102.7. The officials for tonight's game brought to you by Barren County Sheriff Ken Keene, the Artama Young, Tony Franklin, and Davis Taylor. We'll be back with the Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening first half after this break, as you're following the 15th District Basketball Tournament presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7.
It's your fair way to heaven. It deserves sales in Glasgow, Kentucky. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Go to KubotaUSA.com. This time, CRS Construction wishes to...
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise? Gentlemen, please remove your hats. Put your right hand over your heart as our nation's colors are presented this evening by our very own honor unit with distinction, Barren County High School, RBJROTC. Tonight's color guard is commanded by Sergeant First Class Montana Shakes and consists of cadets Staff Sergeant Lucas Benham, Staff Sergeant Kate Davis, Staff Sergeant Alex Johnson, and Private First Class Hunter Johnson. Singing our national anthem this evening is our very own Barren County High School senior, Miss Ellen Jones.
Presents are by name and are ready to invest in your success. Convenient lobby and drive-through hours, including Saturdays, to better serve you. South Central Bank has been serving communities across Kentucky.
What's so bright? We're so gallantly streaming.
back to Barren County High School, 15th District Girls Championship. Barren County Trojanettes and the Glasgow Lady Scotties. Our first quarter of action tonight brought to you by German American Bank. Supporting the communities they serve and believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Trojanettes have won it 3 years in a row over Glasgow. And those games, last year, Barren County won 65-48. 2 years ago, it was 41-31, and 3 years ago, it was 57-43. Double-digit wins for the Trojanettes. Will it be number 4 tonight for Coach Piper Lindsay?
Sorry, on paper it says we are
13-point favorite.
A double-digit favorite. And, you know, they have played us in spurts well. You can't, I really throw completely out that second game because Ansley wasn't playing. I don't think that matters without their best player. But when it comes down to it, and Chapman made a great point when we were talking earlier, he said, you know, there's no pregame speech, there's nothing that Piper needs to say to get these girls motivated. In the end, all that she needs to say is, look, you're playing your rival, you're playing on your home floor, and you're playing for a district title. That's all that you have to say, and really you don't even have to say it. The girls know that, and they should be motivated. They should be ready to go, and they should be out here, you know, playing some great basketball. I said we got to be patient, but we have to attack when the opportunity opens up. Katie's got to have a great game. Barney's been playing great. Raven can't force things. You know, we need to have a great team game like we had at Grayson County the other night, and we're completely capable of it.
Absolutely. Glasgow in blue uniforms, white numbers and letters. Glasgow across the front of their jerseys. Their bench down to our right. Barren County to our left in their home white with Trojanettes across the front of their jerseys in burgundy outlined in gold.
And I left off maybe our most important player tonight, and it's not shooting or scoring the ball, but Emma Hughes has to have a great game defending Ansley Adwell.
Right.
So she's done it all year. She's gotten the defensive matchup for the other team's best player. I'd assume that's what is going to happen tonight. So she's got to be strong against her.
Both young teams, 3 sophomores, a freshman for Glasgow, 2 freshmen, 2 juniors for Barren County. When you mix in Emma Hughes, the senior, and you mix in Adwell, the senior for Glasgow. Barren County won the coin flip, and here's Katie Murphy wanting to drive to the bucket, puts it up, and it rolls off the rim, and it is taken in there by Varney, throws it back out, and it's going to come back over the midcourt stripe. Yep, couldn't save it. It's already a turnover by Barren to start the ball game.
Yeah, she had, I was looking at the replay to make sure Abby had possession. She definitely did. She grabbed it, put a couple dribbles down, and threw it out.
And Ashton Botts gets rid of the basketball to Cassidy. Cassidy's guarded by Varney. And Emma Hughes defending Ansley Adwell. Adwell's about 5'11", Hughes about 5'6". Here's Hale with it out front against Ennis. Hale now putting down the dribble. Goes right side with it to Adwell. Gets the screen. Now cuts back right. Going to the basket. She walked.
Yep. Good job.
Yep.
You extend her out, make her put 3 or 4 dribbles down that are heavily defended, and that makes her path to the basket a lot tougher.
Both student sections really going to be vocal tonight. Barren County to her left, Glasgow to her right.
It's been a while since we've seen that. Yep. We didn't get that in either of the previous matchups, so I like it.
Here's Varney, top of the key, hands it off to Ennis. Ennis throws it up from 14, backed it up, no good, trying to get her on a rebound, does, puts it back up and in.
Just tapped it to herself, went up and got it, and put it in, as you said.
Setting up in that full court press. It comes into Hale. She's in a trap. Hale is in trouble and threw it off of Murphy and out of bounds. Had nowhere to go.
It was really close. I didn't really see it hit Murphy. I think she just threw it, and it would never got deflected. Glasgow gets a break early, but they're in the deep corner.
Botts will toss it in. Has to throw it over Ennis. And still having trouble, has to finally get it into Adwell. Will throw it up court now to Bird. Shovels it off to Cassidy. Cassidy back out to Bird. Can't shoot. Here's Botts. Dribbles once. Gives it over to Hale. Fakes. Drives. Goes to the basket. Puts it up. It's blocked. And a foul on Ennis.
Yeah, you can't come across her body like that. Either let her make the layup or you take a couple extra steps to try to get in front of her.
Chloe Hale's a 57.5% foul shooter of the year. She had, I believe, all 4 of her free throws against Monroe County. And this free throw, no good.
What I liked defensively in that first possession is we ran at all of their three-point shooters. Didn't give them a window to get one off.
Chloe Hale back of the line for Glasgow. Second shot's on the way. She got that one. 2-1. Barren County. 6:37 to play here in the first quarter. Katie Murphy with the basketball for the Trojanettes. Bounces it off to Annis. Turns left to the circle. Back right side it goes to Hughes. Hughes looking down inside for Varney. Can't find her. London's going to pop up a three-point shot. It's off the mark badly. Hughes gets the offensive board. Dishes it off to Varney. Works it inside the paint. Splits the defenders. Has a shot blocked. Tipped out by London. Here's Ennis from 15. It's off the mark. And rebound to Hughes. Had it for a moment. Lost it off her hand and out of bounds.
I think 3 trips, we've got at least an offensive rebound off all of our misses, so that's a good sign. Out-rebounding Glasgow.
And the press is on by the Trojanettes. It comes into Cassidy. Cassidy's in a trap, and she fell down. Oh, they're going to call a foul. Katie Murphy. Her first, team second. Not sure about that one.
Yeah, weak foul call for sure.
Now Botts will try to toss it in. Looking for Adwell. She's got it in a trap. Throws it up court to Bird. Flips it left side over to Hale. Hale back out to Bird. A long distance three is no good. Batted up in the air, and London grabs it for the Trojanettes.
Had a break, but we were not spread out, so Katie couldn't throw the pass.
Over goes to London on the right side. Back out front it comes to Murphy. 2-1. Trojanettes, 5:45 to play here in the opening quarter. Championship game with the 15th District. Varney putting down the dribble. Sends it back out to London. Left side it comes to Murphy. Fires it down low in there. Varney has a shot blocked by Adwell, and Adwell's going to be called with a foul. And that puts Abby Varney, 5'5" freshman at the charity stripe, shooting 70.6 on the season for Barren County, having to shoot it into the Glasgow pep section. Right behind the goal. Free throw is up. It's good.
Adwell blocked, I think it was Abby's shot on the previous, maybe the trip before. So good job learning from her and getting by her and attacking her body better.
Varney for the second of two. And it's in the air, and it's good. 4-1, Trojanettes. Botts trying to get it inbounds and having trouble. Throws it out to Hale. Gets rid of it to Adwell. Racing down the right side. Now wants to dribble. Heads to the basket. Puts it up. It is no good. Short. Coming up with it is London. Ahead up to Ennis. Ennis into the front court now. Gives it back over to Murphy. Murphy in the corner. It's Varney. Varney driving in. Throws up the shot. Blocked by Adwell. Those long arms by Ansley Adwell. Here's a long pass down to Botts. She throws it up and in.
Got to get back.
4-3. Barren County with a 1-point lead. We played 3 minutes of the opening quarter. As Katie Murphy sets things up for the Trojanettes. Gets a screen from Ennis. Drives left side. Leaves it off with London in the corner. She'll circle around to the right side. Leaves it with Varney on the wing. Putting down the dribble. Now dribbling it off her foot and picked up by Cassidy. Glasgow running the other way. And here's Adwell. Underneath to Hale. She puts it up and in.
Adwell may have walked. And you see Glasgow's running everything through her. She's more handling the point tonight. She did not do that the other night against Monroe County.
And it's 5-4. Ennis for three. Bingo!
Barely touched the net.
That's her 34th three-point shot of the year. Barren County leads 7-5. Ball gets away. Loose ball on the floor. Murphy was on the end line trying to get it. Glasgow will get it back with 4:11 to play as Katie Elmore checks into the Trojanet lineup for Abby Varney. Elmore, a 5'6" 8th grader. As Botts looks to inbounds, it comes into Cassidy. Cassidy trying to go up court, and she is trapped in the corner. Threw it away. Murphy has it, feeds it off in the corner. Ennis will fire it off to Hughes. She had it blocked back to her, and going to call her for a traveling violation. Should have been a jump ball, but. Anyway.
She didn't let go of it, so I don't disagree with the fact that it's a violation, but it's a jump ball, not a walk.
Adwell, as they break the pressure, here's Hale stepping back for the three. It is off high, pulled down by Katie Murphy. Murphy ahead up to Ennis. Ennis bounce pass underneath Hughes, lost the handle, loose ball in the lane. Adwell's got it, gives it to Hale.
Got to know the situation.
Feet.
Yeah.
And Cassidy wide open, three-point shot. No, it's an air ball. Hale trying to save it. It goes out of bounds.
Sorry, you make her take a dribble, it's a win. She does not dribble into shots very well. She just catches and shoots. Ravens got to know the situations. What I was trying to say a while ago, Ainsley's got one foul. Attack her. For some reason, we have this itis of throwing it at the feet the last couple of games. I haven't seen that all year, but we did that in Allen County game the other night on fast breaks. Can't catch them and shoot it right around your ankles.
Murphy, high post, Hughes, hands it back to Murphy, dribbles it to the corner, throws it back out to Hughes, and having trouble falling down, getting rid of the ball to Murphy, bounce pass underneath to Elmore, she puts it in.
Went right around the Glasgow defender on the baseline. It was Adwell.
And the ball knocked away out of bounds. Trojanet pressure getting to Glasgow that possession. 9-5 the score. Trojanettes lead it. They've gone on a 5-0 run. As Botts looks to inbound. Botts finally gets it into Bird, back to Botts. Flips it up court to Cassidy. Cassidy driving against London. Throws it up. It's no good. They're going to call a bumping foul on London. Her first and the team's third. It'll send Cassidy to the free throw line. She was only 1 of 5 against Monroe County on Tuesday night, and she's a 44% foul shooter, but she's hit 45 threes this year. A lot better shooter from behind the arc than the free throw line, but she got the free throw to go.
Has side spin on it. It doesn't have much backspin.
Yeah, 9-6. As Katie Gerald's, a 5'7", 8th grader, is checked into the Trojanet lineup. Cassidy back to the line for one more. It's on the way, and she got it. 9-7, Trojanettes. 3:04 to play here in the first quarter. Murphy angles off right, gives to Elmore. Top of the key, Ennis for three. Go!
We'll take it. Quick shots on the two trips. She's taking those threes, but if they go down, we like them.
12-7. Barren County, Bird in a trap. Gets rid of the basketball to Botts. Fires it up court to Hale. Hale in the corner to Cassidy. Lets it go for three. No good. Chasing it down is Emma Hughes. Hughes bounce pass off to Murphy. Murphy speeding down the court, weaving through traffic, gives to Ennis another three-point try. Short this time. Try to get her on rebound, and a whistle, jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Glasgow. .227 to play here in the quarter. Barren County 12, Glasgow 7.
We're going to drop back. I don't think we've gotten Glasgow to turn the ball over out of the press. And we're going to drop back and defend them in the half court, which I think we're just as good based on the matchups.
And Ashton Botts handles the basketball for the Lady Scotties. Bounce pass right side to Cassidy. Cassidy has picked up her dribble. Gives it out top to Hale. Now Hale will go left side with it to Bird. Barren County in a zone there, 2-3. Hale hands it back off to Botts. Down to 2 minutes to play in the quarter. And Cassidy fell down. She was sliding in there. Ball tipped away. Adwell trying to get to it. Goes out of bounds.
We've taken Katie Murphy off of Botts and switched her onto Bird just to protect her from getting her second foul. That's why we brought Gerald's in.
Katie Murphy out between the circles, sends it left side to Elmore. Elmore looking, throws it across back to Murphy. She wants to drive, Bird cuts her off. Now gives to Hughes, wants to drive. She fell down, whistle, and a foul. They're going to put it on Hale. Her first, team second.
Katie gets her defender going one way. She crosses over and goes back in the middle of the lane. That would be about a perfect wide open 8-foot jumper.
Katie Murphy will toss it in for the Trojanettes. Looking, still looking, and threw it right in the hands of Adwell. Tried to go in the corner to Elmore. They get it up court, and here's Botts throwing up the shot and hit it. Boy, it was a tough one.
Good defense there, but Gerald's, that's about all you can do.
12-9, as Ennis wants to drive, leaves it off with Hughes, losing the handle on it, but got the dribble going. Over it goes to Murphy. Now Murphy throws it left side over to Elmore. Elmore on the wing. Getting some pressure from Adwell, back out to Murphy. 1:08 to go here in the first. It's 12-9, Barren County. Here's the lob, and it's going to be thrown away. Too much, out of bounds.
Yeah, it was a crowd, too. It was 3 Glasgow defenders all around Raven Ennis. You can't go there. we've got 6 turnovers in the first quarter. How about that? That's a number that we haven't seen in a while, especially in one quarter, and you can't sustain throughout the whole game.
Going back to the press here with 1:03 to go, and it's Botts getting the ball into Caroline Murphy. Up to Bird. Bird breaks the pressure into the front court, left side to Cassidy. Lets it go for 3. Got it.
You got to match up against her. She's on the backside of the press. If they throw over top of it, you have to hustle back and match up.
And here's Ennis trying to spin against Cassidy. Up and under move. Flips it up and no good, but a foul. And it'll be on 25. That's Mia Cassidy, her first and Glasgow's third of the half. Sending Raven Ennis to the free throw line. Almost a 77%er on the season. 8 points here in the quarter. 8 of Barren County's 12.
She's had a hot start, but the rest of the team a little slow, much like the Allen County game the other night.
And let's see. Katie Murphy's going to check out. Mia Long in the game of 5'4" freshman.
Thought Mia played really good late in the game the other night.
Second shot for Ennis, spins in. She's got 10 of Barren County's 14. And substitution, Mariana Bradley, a 5'3" junior, is checked in. Also for Glasgow is Skylar Campbell, a 5'8" junior.
Still got a couple shooters out there, though. You have to identify.
Bird and Cassidy out there. 38 seconds to go in the quarter. It's 14-12.
This is where I'd really pressure them.
She'll bounce it out now to Campbell. Bounce pass on the right side. There's Campbell. Now Cassidy with the top of the key. Back over goes to Bird. 22 seconds to play. Here's Bradley. She dropped it. Going to have to do something with it. Bounce it back over now to Murphy. Caroline Murphy. Back out now to Campbell with 12 seconds to go in the quarter. And whistle. Got a look like a moving screen.
I think they'll get Campbell for it on the baseline. Actually, not Campbell.
Murphy,
yeah.
Caroline Murphy, her first, team's fourth. 9.6 to play here in this first quarter. Katie Murphy back on the court for Barren County. As Ennis will toss it in. Murphy angling off to the right side, a double screen. Could have drove to the bucket, but here's a 3 out of the corner by Elmore, no good. Put back up block. That'll do the quarter. After one, it's Barren County 14, Glasgow 12. We'll be back with the second quarter after this timeout. This is the 15th District Basketball Tournament presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. Quarter number 2 of this 15th District Girls Championship game brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. As the Trojanettes lead it over the Lady Scotties 14-12. Here's Elmore in the right wing. Elmore looking, putting down the dribble. Going to drive, throws up the shot way over the rim. Adwell has it for Glasgow. Adwell down the right side. Gives it out to Hale. And now to Bird. Hands it off to Botts to set up. Right now, the Trojanettes have 3 freshmen, an 8th grader, and a junior on the court. Left side it comes to Bird. Out top is Cassidy. Feeds it in there to Adwell. Dumps it back off to Bird. Out to Cassidy. Right side it goes to Botts. They feed it in there to Adwell. She puts it up. It's no good, but a foul.
2 on Katie. We're not getting the calls around the rim like Glasgow's getting, and rookie in his first district tournament, maybe his second district tournament.
I don't know.
calling a couple questionable calls, and that puts our point guard on the bench. Actually, I think they subbed out the wrong one. Mia's going to the bench, but we got to get Katie.
Yeah, Addison London will check back in. And will come in for Katie Murphy. She's going to have to sit out for a little while with those 2 fouls.
Maybe that's what she needs. She needs to kind of get recharged a little bit and focused, and we've got to have her penetrating and driving the ball when she gets back out there.
Adwell hits both free throws. They're 5 of 6 at the line. That's a lot better than their 55% on the season. And they're tied at 14 with 7:12 to go in the second quarter. As it comes out to Ennis, top of the key. Over goes to Varney on the left wing. Varney, one dribble, out top to Elmore. Elmore looking for Hughes, breaking to the basket. Got cut off. They're going to call her for steps.
Got to either make a decision to challenge Adwell or put it on the floor, cross over, and go to the rim.
1 minute gone here in the second quarter. We're tied at 14. There's Botts into the front court with it for Glasgow. Bounce pass right side over to Cassidy. Looking for Adwell. Out top to Hale. Hale against Raven Ennis. Gets rid of it to Bird on the left side. Now Bird brings it back out to the middle of the court. Bounce pass off to Botts. She'll set it back up. Right side it goes to Hale with a bounce pass. Hale now dribbling. Almost lost the handle. Off. And it's going to be off her and out of bounds. Ennis forced the turnover. And Barren County will get the ball. 6.5 minutes to play in the first half. Tied at 14.
Need to find some spark.
And Katie Elmore has it, angling off to the left side, gives to London. London circles off the screen from Hughes. Back to Varney for a 3. Good! Knocked the bottom out of it.
Yeah, that's our third 3. Elmore's got 1 now. Raven's got 2. We're 3 of 6 from deep. We're shooting the 3 a little bit better than Glasgow, just 1 of 4 in the first quarter.
Now 17-14 on that People's Bank three-point shot for the freshman Abby Varney. 3-point Barren County lead. Adwell out top with it against Hughes. They go into Hale at the free throw line. She falls down, loses it. Elmore's got it for the Trojanettes. Elmore driving it all the way to the bucket and trying to feed it off underneath. It goes off the foot of Adwell and out of bounds.
She's got to shoot it. I know she's young, and I know this is a first experience, but she's got to shoot that. More traffic was on the other side of the rim than where she was going.
As Elmore feeds it underneath, and it's Ennis trying to go up. She was too far underneath the basket. Hit the bottom side of the left side of the rim. Cassidy in the front court hands it off out there to Botts. 5:33 to play, first half. Botts, bounce pass over to Cassidy. Elmore defending her, out to Bird. And now Bird looking, back over it goes to Hale. Hale looking for Adwell. As they got Emma Hughes guarding her. Comes back out to Adwell. They try to take her one-on-one. Crossover dribble, spin move, and goes to Hale. Has a shot blocked by Ennis and taken by Ennis. Ennis angling right, driving, kicking it off to Elmore. Hit her feet. Loose ball to the floor, and we're going to have a jump ball possession arrow to the Lady Scotties.
Why have we started throwing at people's knees and ankles? We're getting in a hurry is actually, I guess, the best explanation I can have for that. We're getting in a hurry, and when they cut us off, we have nowhere to go, so we just get rid of it, and the passes aren't crisp.
Ashton Botts with it for Glasgow. 4:50 to play in the half. 17-14 Barren County. They bounce it out to Cassidy, top of the circle. Ball knocked away from inside. Hughes has it down to the floor, gives it off to Elmore. Elmore drives against Cassidy, little pump fake, throws it up, missed the layup. Ball slapped out, whistle, foul on London.
That's not much of a foul either. You see that all the time in the boys' game. That's no contact. So you just come over and tap the ball out. You got to have contact to make it being over the back.
Elmore is going to check out of the ball game. Mia Long is in for the Trojanettes. Addison Smith will check into the next whistle. Ashton Botts with it for Glasgow into the front court. Angling off right side, looking, coming out to get it is Campbell. And we got a whistle. 3 seconds in the lane. Adwell's in there too long.
Good call. She had built a campfire in there.
Yep. Barren County up by 3. Murphy's on the bench with 2. London's on the bench with 2. Personal fouls 4:15 now to play. Here's Addison Smith off the screen from Ennis. Ennis has to be careful not to set a moving screen there. As Varney gets with the ball to Mia Long, works around to the right side, gives it off to Smith in the corner, fakes, wanted to go. Botts cuts her off. Back out to Long. She's going to fire up a three, and it is no good. Ennis with a rebound, trying to go back up, can't. Gives it over to Smith. Smith goes baseline. Bounce pass, left baseline, Varney. Out to Long. They give it to Ennis. Ennis against Cassidy. Crossover move, trying to spin. Has a wide open look from 8, and it is bouncing in.
Cassidy fell down, and Raven did a good job gaining her balance and putting it in.
19-14, Trojanettes lead it by 5. Botts has it out front for Glasgow. 3.5 to go in the second. Bounces it off to Bird. Bounce over to the right side to Adwell. Feeds it in there to Cassidy. Back out to Botts and now to Adwell. Adwell throws it left side over the head of Bird and out of bounds right in the Barren County bench.
That was a weird possession. Sometimes they just focus too much maybe on getting their shooter shots, and that was a long and bad pass.
Addison Smith with the basketball for the Trojanettes. Left side it comes to Long. Long out top, it's Varney. Left side is Hughes. Hughes back out now to Ennis. Ennis trying to make a move on Cassidy, and fires a 10-footer. Pops out on her. Rebound to Adwell for Glasgow. Adwell, and loses the handle. Hughes has it for the Trojanettes. She's going to take it to the rack, and it's going to be blocked and out of bounds. No contact. My goodness alive.
That's a big no
Took her
call.
arm completely off.
Yeah, I agree. That's a big no call because, again, that could be 2 on Adwell.
Smith will toss it in. Smith, wide open. Here's Varney. Thought about the three, moves in, can't, kicks it back off to Smith. Bounce pass in the corner to Hughes, back to Smith. Out top is Ennis. He's going to fire it up there for 3. It's off the mark. Offensive rebound by Hughes on the right baseline. Back out to Smith. Smith putting down the dribble. Now Smith picks up her dribble, goes to Long with it. Out top, it is Hughes on the right side of the circle. Hughes goes left, feeds it off to Varney. Varney with an 8-footer, and looked like it got blocked. Yeah. Out of bounds.
How many free throws have we shot?
We have shot 4. 4 out of 4.
All in the first quarter?
Yes.
It's not because we're not attacking, we're not getting free throws right now either.
No. Smith swings it over to Long. Left corner. Ennis pulls a trigger. 3. Hits the top of the backboard. Loose ball. Hughes tried to go for it, but Glasgow comes up with it. As Botts kind of scooted it off to Adwell. And Bird can't handle the pass. It goes out of bounds. 2:04 to go in the half. Barren County up by 5. And Addison Smith handles the basketball for the Trojanettes. Goes left, gives it off to Long. Dribbles right, off to Varney. Varney cutting back to the right, gives it back off to Long. Long hands it off to Ennis. Ennis cut off, can't go. Now Hughes has it, goes inside there, puts it up with the left hand. No good, but a foul.
Good attack by Emma. Just kind of keep going sometimes, and that extra dribble takes you into their body and makes them call a foul.
Foul is on Skylar Campbell. That is her first. Glasgow's 5th of the half. Emma Hughes at the line for 2. First one good. Her first point of the ball game. Barren now 5 of 5 at the charity stripe. Pushes lead out to 6 now. It's 20-14. And Emma Hughes got them both. 21-14 Trojanettes. Largest lead of the ball game with 1:40 to play in the first half. Campbell gets with the basketball to Botts out front. And the Trojanettes' 7-point lead is taking place with Katie Murphy on the bench with 2 fouls, along with Addison London.
Yeah, and they see that lead ballooning a little bit, so they go back to their D1 player in Adwell and let her take Emma one-on-one.
Yep, and got into a crash. She walked, shot goes up, no good, ball slapped out. Ennis has it, throws it down the floor to Varney. Varney goes under, lets her defender go by and puts it in.
She knew that was Campbell was on her back, so good job letting her fly by.
23-14, Hale with it, out to Campbell. Campbell back to Hale. She looks, cross-court pass comes to Bird, trying to go against Varney. She cuts her off. 55 seconds to go in the half. Botts with the basketball, feeds to Adwell, back to Bird, 3 in the air, no good. Offensive rebound by Hale. Hale turns to the baseline. Now puts down one dribble, throws it out to Adwell, top of the key. Adwell against Emma Hughes. 38 seconds to play. Adwell backs out almost to midcourt.
Got to communicate on
the screen. They set up a double screen up here. They go right side with it over to Botts. Now Botts looking, bounces it back out to Hale. Hale against Emma Hughes. Hale wants to drive with it. She'll throw it up, and it is no good but a foul. With 21.2 left on the clock, the foul will be on Emma Hughes. That is her first, and the Trojanettes' sixth of the half. Hale 1 of 2 at the line. That was in the first quarter. First one on the way, good. Both teams hitting their free throws. Barren County is 6 of 6. Glasgow is 6 of 7. And Katie Murphy's going to check back into the Trojanet lineup here, along with Addison London, as Hale hits both free throws.
Don't mind it here. One possession on offense. You can get Katie back in at point. Addison, a shooter in the corner.
Emma Hughes inbounds to Katie Murphy. 20 seconds to go in a half. Barren up by 7. And it's Murphy letting the clock run down a little bit here. Go to the final play. Double screen, going right side with it. Murphy out to Ennis. Ennis trying to drive. Throws it up on the run. Got it! Desperation throw by Adwell out of bounds. That ends the first half, and the Trojanettes on top 25-16 over Glasgow, as Barren County outscored Glasgow in the second quarter 11-4. We'll be back with a halftime report brought to you by South Central Bank in just a moment. This is the 15th District Girls Basketball Championship game presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and MASH 1037. High School halftime of the girls' championship game of the 15th District. Barren County leading Glasgow 25-16. Here at the break, the South Central Bank halftime report. South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help. Trojanettes led 14-12 at the end of the first quarter. They outscored Glasgow 11-4 in the second period of play, holding Glasgow to no field goals and 4 of 4 from the foul line. That was all they're scoring, 4 free throws in the second for Glasgow. And they have a total of 4 field goals, all made in the first quarter. One of those a three-point shot. Glasgow was 7 of 8 from the foul line. Mia Cassidy scored all 5 of her points in the first quarter. A 3-point basket, 2 for 2 from the foul line. Also 5 points for Chloe Hale. Had a 2-point basket, 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. Ashton Botts with a couple of field goals in the first quarter had 4 points, and Angela Adwell has been held to just 2 free throws, 2 of 2 at the line in the second quarter for her 2 points. And that's the scoring for Glasgow in the first half. For Barren County, 8 field goals. 3 of those were 3-point shots. Perfect from the foul line, 6 out of 6. Raven Ennis has 14 of Barren County's 25 first-half points. Ennis with 5 baskets, 2 of those 3-point shots, and she was 2 for 2 from the foul line. Abby Varney has 7 on a 3-point bucket, a 2-point basket, 2 for 2 from the foul line. 2 free throws for Emma Hughes from the charity stripe, 2 for 2, and a 2-point basket for Katie Elmore that occurred in the first quarter. Katie Murphy has not scored in the first half. Neither has Addison London. Both picked up 2 quick fouls, sat on the bench for several minutes, and didn't return to the last few seconds of the first half. But right now, the Trojanettes in command, and when you hold Glasgow to 4 free throws and no field goals, and you're holding Adwell to 2, that says a lot about your defense.
Our starting point guard went out, and we actually increased the lead. And it was done on the defensive end, as you just mentioned. So a lot of credit goes to kids like Mia Long, who came in and filled that spot. Katie Elmore did a good job running the point for a little while, but Mia and Addison Smith did a good job on the defensive end to really disrupt Glasgow is all we did. And I think ultimately Emma Hughes is probably our MVP right now. And the reason why is because Ainsley Adwell has 2 points. Everything she does is disrupted by Emma. So let's look at some stats for the half. For us, we were 8 of 26. Glasgow was 4 of 13. We have 26 field goals attempts compared to Glasgow's 13. We have double the field goal attempts as Glasgow. We've hit 3 threes. They've hit 1. We're 3 of 9. They're 1 of 6. There's a difference in the basketball game. We're hitting threes. They're not. That's not our forte. We know that. We haven't shot the ball well from behind the arc lately, and Glasgow lives and dies by it. So you take their threes out, and you take Adwell out. That's why they have 16 points here at the half, averaging 8 a quarter. We've out-rebounded them 12 to 6. We forced them into 11 turnovers. We have 7. We've assisted on half of our buckets. They've assisted on 3 out of their 4.
Yeah. I want to remind you our broadcast is brought to you in part by Phillips IGA in Highsville, as they have a delivery assist every time the Trojanettes make one. Phillips IGA and Butcher Shop in Highsville. For local delivery or curbside pickup, shop online at phillipsiga.com. Well, the boys' 4th region draw will be tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in Warren East. We'll find out who the Trojans will play and where we will have to go Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock. There'll be 4 first-round region tournament games on Sunday, and right now the Trojans will have to go to the winner of the 13th, 14th, or 16th, depending on who wins tonight in those other matchups. We talked about in the 13th at Franklin Simpson. Franklin Simpson takes on Russellville. That game will not start until 7 o'clock, so we won't know the outcome after we go off the air tonight. Okay, this is the 14th at Bowling Green, the boys' championship game. Bowling Green leading Greenwood at halftime, 41-17. Shows you how good Bowling Green is.
Dominant, absolutely dominant after Greenwood pretty much dominated Warren Central for the whole game last night.
And then in the 16th at Cumberland County, that game won't start until 7 tonight. Clinton County 20-3, Metcalfe County 16-9. So Bowling Green's on their way to win the 14th title, and if you're Barren County, you hope you don't get Bowling Green to start out with a Sunday afternoon first-round game. You're looking more toward hoping a Franklin Simpson Barren matchup, or whoever wins the 16th, Clinton County, Metcalfe County.
Would not be favorable to draw Bowling Green. I think everybody says the same thing, though. Nobody, none of those district runners-up wants to draw Bowling Green in the first game.
Zaxby's keys to the game quickly.
Keep defending Adwell, keep running their shooters off the line, and keep playing your game on offense and hopefully get Katie Murphy involved with it.
Right. Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial second half coming up next from the 15th District Basketball Tournament presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 1037.
I'm thinking a delicious ribeye.
Phillips IGA and Butcher Shop in Hinesville.
Time to get this third quarter underway. Brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Trojanettes 25, Lady Scotties 16 here in this championship of the 15th District. The winner of this game will host a first-round regional tournament game Thursday night of next week. And Ravenettas, Katie Murphy, Emma Hughes, Abby Varney, Addison London for Barren to start the second half. Chloe Hale, Cadis Bird, Ansley Adwell, Mia Cassidy, and Ashton Potts for Glasgow. Trojanettes ball.
Ended the first half on a nice little sequence. We get the ball to start the second. Hopefully we can do the same and extend this lead.
Anna's with it on the right side. She's looking backdoor pass. Murphy throwing it up and couldn't catch it and get the shot away. Just too much on that one.
Right. Needed more air. So she ran underneath it.
Cassidy with it. That was a good play. Just couldn't finish. That would have built up an 11-point lead right there. Potts gives it over to Bird on the left side. Here's the pass down into Adwell. Goes up partially blocked. Hughes or London got a hand on it. Then Hughes fell down but got rid of the ball to Murphy. Murphy driving the bucket, puts it up and in.
We tried to get Katie involved in that first play, really to get things going, I think, but she did it herself, taking it right to the rack.
27-16. Barron's lead extended to 11. Here's Potts. Bounce pass stolen away by Murphy. Murphy on the right side. She's looking left. Bounces it off to Varney. Puts it up and in.
Good opening sequence. We have not had very many fast break points all night, and we get two back-to-back to start the quarter.
Timeout, Glasgow. 4-0 run to start the third quarter. Barren County up now by 13. It's 29-16.
You know, we had a great first half, I thought, over in Scotties' gym. We did not come out like this, though, to start that second half. It was Glasgow that was the aggressor. They went on a run. They made it a game pretty much the rest of the way. We ended up winning by double digits, but it was much closer than that for the whole game. So I like to see us jumping out first minute of the second half and have a little run to create some separation. We've got to continue to put the foot on the gas, though.
That's right. We played 58 seconds of this third quarter. Check out 104 The Score's James Brown for photos, stories, videos, and more from the 15th District Basketball Tournament. Log on to 104thescore.com or the 104 The Score Facebook page. And don't forget, we've got all the tournament action next week from the 4th Region Tournament, wherever we may be Sunday. Hopefully we'll be here Thursday. And also we'll have all the broadcasts of the semifinals and finals of both the boys and girls from WKU's Dental Arena. Ashton Botts has the basketball for Glasgow. Goes off to the right side. Gets rid of it to Bird. Out it comes to Hale. And she threw it away. There was nobody over there.
Yeah, Bird was trying to cut and had vacated the position that Hale thought she was in.
Barren County's basketball as Katie Murphy will set things up for the Trojanettes. She's going to go left side, now looking right. Out top is Ennis. 18-footer is bouncing in.
Soft.
Got the bounce and the soft roll. Ennis with 16, 31-16. Got as many points as the Lady Scotties. Cassidy on the left side, out to Botts. Now Botts throws it off in the right corner to Bird. Out it comes to Hale. They're looking for Adwell. Can't find her in there. Here's Cassidy with a 12-footer. Got it.
It's not her game, but she made the shot.
First point since the first quarter for Mia Cassidy is 31-18. She has 7 on the night. Katie Murphy with the basketball, directing traffic now. Got London in the corner. Comes out to Ennis, pulls the trigger. Partially blocked. And it's going to go out of bounds. Well, no, saved underneath the basket by Botts. Adwell got her hand on it. And Adwell on the left side. Little head fake, drives a baseline, goes up with a shot, got it, and a foul. And that cuts the lead to 11. 2 fouls on Emma Hughes. First of the second half on the Trojanettes.
We were staring at our men and weren't in help position.
Shot no good for Adwell. Rebound to Katie Murphy. Katie Murphy off right, throws it back behind her to Ennis. Ennis now wanting to make a move on Adwell. Goes right to Hughes from 15. It's no good. Rebound comes off to Bird. Glasgow moving it down the floor. Bird sends it off over to Cassidy. Fires the 3. It's way short underneath the basket. Adwell puts it up. No good, but a foul.
She's made 2 plays in a row. She took it and had an and one opportunity. She missed that time offensive rebound. We did a great job, as I said, in the first half on her, but, you know, she can put a bunch of points on the board in a hurry. We can't let her get going.
Adwell, 2 shots. First one spins out. She hit her first 2, now missed her last 2. 31-20, Barren County. 5:26 to play in the third. Led 31-16. Went on a 6-0 run to start the third, and now Glasgow's making a run of their own, cutting it to 10 at 31-21.
More importantly, that's 2 quick fouls on Emma, too, so that makes her 3 for the game. Mm-hmm. She's got to be careful defending Adwell. I'm not sure who we have to put back in on her.
Yep. Hughes at the right elbow. Turns, had it smacked out of her hands, got it back, dumps it off, threw it away. Underneath, it's Bird and Varney fighting for it. Jump ball.
Got a timeout.
No timeout. So we got a timeout. Who got possession? I guess it's going to go to Glasgow.
I think we got the timeout before
the jump ball?
Yes.
Okay. Well, a break there for the Trojanettes. People's Bank timeout. The People's Bank in Glasgow working for you. And the last report in that Coca-Cola scoreboard update, Bowling Green leading Greenwood 41-17 at halftime. And still the 13th and 16th have not started yet. 13th, Franklin Simpson and Russellville. And 16th, Clinton County and Metcalfe County. Franklin Simpson has the home court advantage in their game, but the Clinton-Metcalfe game is being played at Cumberland County.
So, boys' games tonight, where we played ours last night, and then girls' games tomorrow, where we're playing ours tonight. So we'll be the first district officially done.
Yeah. 13th at Franklin Simpson tomorrow night in the girls. Franklin Simpson plays Russellville. 14th is Bowling Green and Greenwood. 16th it's Russell County and Metcalfe County. Comes out to London. She'll give it to Murphy. Fires it in there to Ennis. Ennis goes up with the left hand. It's partially blocked by Adwell. And then Ennis couldn't save it. Tried to tap it back in. Turnover by Barren.
Yeah, she's affecting a lot of our shots, and it's because we're fading away, and she has space to block. If we go into her body, she's going to foul us and can't block those shots.
And here's Bird with a basketball for Glasgow. Cuts back to the right side. Shovels it off there to Cassidy. Cassidy driving to the bucket. Throws it up too strong against the window. Botts falls down. It comes to Hale. Hale goes inside. Lays it up. Missed it. Gets her on rebound. Back up. And they're going to call a foul on Raven Ennis. I thought she was straight up on that one, but. And that's going to be her second foul, team's third. And Botts will toss it in for the Lady Scotties.
It's at least her second, though, not her third.
That's right, just two. Botts having trouble. He comes out to Bird. Throws it inside there to Adwell. Flips it up over the rim. And then ball off the hand of Hale and out of bounds. She was fighting Raven Ennis for the rebound. Ball comes into Katie Murphy. 4.5 to go. Third quarter. Barron up by 10. Led by 15. As they give it to Varney, she wants to drive, leaves it with Hughes, and out to Murphy for three. Good!
Murphy's had a really good second half. She got her first bucket assisted on the second one, now knocked down a three.
Peoples Bank three for Katie Murphy. Cassidy shoots an air ball from long range. But Grabba Adwell out to Bird, spots up for the three, and she knocks it down.
You knew that was going in before it even got to her.
Back down to 10, 34-24. 3:58 to play here in the third quarter. Barney has it, circling around to the left side, gives to Ennis. Ennis now gets rid of it straight away to London, hands it back to Ennis, going to fire it up three in the air. No, it's too strong. Rebound to Botts. Ahead up to Cassidy. Hughes has to be careful not pick up that fourth. They feed it into Adwell, crashing down the lane, missed the shot badly, rebound to Murphy. Katie Murphy weaving through traffic. Kicks it in there to Ennis. 8-footer in the air, no good. Rebound comes off to Botts.
We have 0 people going to the board right now for some reason.
Adwell, left wing, lets it go. It's no good. Rebound to Ennis. Trojanettes with the ball. 3:15 to go. Feeds it down to Varney. Saved it inbounds to London. Right on the end line. Comes back out to Murphy.
Yeah, we need to settle down second.
Left side it comes to London. There's Hughes popping out to get the pass. Right side it goes to Murphy. Feeds it in there to London. Shot blocked by Adwell. Here comes Bird with it for the Lady Scotties. Off to Cassidy. Back to Bird. Nobody on her. Three. Got it.
What are we doing defensively to not know where their shooters are? We were running back into the paint. That's not where they're scoring, or that's not where they're dangerous anyway.
And it's now a 7-point Barren County lead. Murphy with it out front. 2.5 to go in the third. Hughes trying to set the screen. Now she's picked up her dribble. Throws it over to London. London now dribbles around the top of the key. Wants to drive. Can't. Gives it off to Varney. Varney dribbles around the top of the horn. Goes inside. Puts up the shot. Good, and a foul.
All the way around from one left to the right side. And gets finally a foul on Adwell.
Yeah, that's going to be 2 on Adwell. First one of Glasgow, second half. And Varney, 2 for 2 at the line, has 11 points tonight. Led the scoring against ACS on Tuesday with 13. Free throw, no good. Off to Adwell with it for Glasgow. Cuts back left, drives it in the lane. Bump foul on Varney. Going to be her first, team's fourth.
It's a charge if she falls straight back, because she was actually in pretty good defensive guarding or legal guarding position.
And Botts in the right baseline to toss it in for the Lady Scotties. Throws it in there to Adwell. Adwell on the left baseline against Murphy. Muscles her way in, puts up the shot. Gravity violation on Adwell. Basket will not count. .206 to go in the third. And it's Katie Murphy with the basketball. Leaves it off with London. The weave going on. Out to Varney. Driving left side. Throws it back out to London. Hands it to Murphy. Driving. Had it. Going to dribble it off her foot and out of bounds or knee or something.
No. It's poked from
According
behind.
to the official.
It was definitely poked from behind. They've got to do a better job communicating there.
So Bird walks it up for Glasgow. Minute 43 to play in the third quarter. And Coach Craig Pippin will call for a timeout for the Lady Scotties. A 30-second timeout with a minute 40 to go here in the third period, with Barren County leading Glasgow 36-27. This You're listening to Nash 103.7, WHHT FM, Cave City, Glasgow. Online at 104thescore.com on BCHS Live. Boys' draw of the region tournament is tomorrow morning. Glasgow, the girls is on Saturday at 9 o'clock at Warren East. So after tonight, now this is Thursday night, it will be a week before the 4th region girls tournament gets underway.
And then it's over in 4 days.
That's right. Back to back to back to back.
That's the way it used to be. You'd play it in 4 days, except it'd be...
They kind of, well, they staggered it a little bit.
Yeah.
Used to have the first round of the boys, then we'd have the first round of the girls, and kind of staggered. But not this year. COVID has changed a lot of things. Glasgow basketball, a minute 35 to go here in the third. Barren up by 9. Largest lead's been 15.
We're in a little zone.
And here's Bird with it off to Cassidy. Cassidy sends it back over to Hale. Down the right corner to Bird. Bird had a little trouble with it there. Comes back to Hale. Goes back to Bird in the right corner. Go back outside with it. Around the perimeter from Botts to Cassidy. Back to Botts. Back it goes to Hale. Hale back to Botts. Back to Hale. Going to let it go. 3 in the air. No good. Rebound in there by Trojanettes. Trying to dribble out of trouble. Trojanettes with 58 seconds to go in the third quarter.
And a quick quarter.
Barren has scored 11 points. Glasgow has scored 11 points in this third period. Played even. Murphy out top, left side, comes to Hughes. Ennis with the top of the circle. Right side wing, London. Now London will send it back out top to Hughes. 32 seconds to play. Now Murphy will reset it. Down to 27. May just take it for the last shot here.
Should.
Murphy not being defended by Bird. She's standing back at the top of the key. 14 seconds to play.
We got it overloaded so Raven can pick and pop here.
Double team right side. Here's Ennis. 3 ball in the air. Good!
That play was set up a long time and Glasgow didn't pop out and defend.
Adwell, desperation shot off the backboard. That's the end of the third quarter. The Trojanettes go back on top by 12. After 3, it's Barren County 39, Glasgow 27. We'll come back with the fourth quarter after this timeout. This is the 15th District Basketball Tournament presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. And it's the final quarter of the girls' 15th District Basketball Tournament Championship game. It is brought to you by South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer, along with Cameron Brown on stats. Todd Belcher in the studios of Nash 103.7 tonight. Glad to have you with us on this final night of the 15th District Tournament. Trophy presentations will be coming up following the ball game. Adwell handles the basketball out front for Glasgow. They set a screen for her. That's Hale. Had it poked away by Murphy and out of bounds into the Glasgow bench. 11 seconds off the clock here in the fourth quarter. Comes back out to Adwell. Adwell driving left, spinning back right. Gives it out to Hale. She wants to drive right of the lane. Puts it up and in. Drove it against Raven Ennis. And Hale gets her 7th point. Lead is 10. Katie Murphy, bounce pass in the corner to Hughes. Back to Murphy, fakes, drives. Little pump fake, throws it up. It's blocked in there by Adwell. Murphy saves it on the end line and brings it back out on the left side of the floor.
Emma tapped and went up and fought for it so Katie could come and get it.
Now Murphy goes left side with it to Varney. Sends it out to London. Right side it goes to Murphy. 10-point Barren County lead. As Murphy getting some pressure from Hale. Goes left side with it to Varney. Looking for the cutter. Can't find Ennis. Now Varney throws it back out front to London. London now looking for Murphy. Murphy working against Hale. Bounce pass down low. Shot put up. No good for Varney, but she's fouled.
Good delivery from Katie for that potential assist, but couldn't get the and one. Still a nice play and executed well.
Foul is on Mia Cassidy. That is her second of the team second.
Glasgow's really overplaying now, so we just circle cut off of a screen. They were trailing, and that's how that play worked out.
Varney's free throw. She's missed 2 in a row. That's unusual for Varney, shooting 70.6% from the line. She'll have one more. And her second shot is in the air. That one's good.
I think we're going to back it up maybe in a zone again.
40-29, Barren County, 6:53 to play in this championship game. Adwell angling off right. Pass was deflected but caught by Cassidy. Out to Hale. Fakes the three. Drives. Had it smacked loose. Got it back though. Gives to Adwell. Adwell wants to drive. She can't. Gives it to Bird. Fakes the three. Comes back out now to Hale. Now sends it to Adwell to set up again. Adwell. Off in the right corner to Cassidy. Back out to Adwell. Here's Hale. Wanted to shoot the three again. Back to... Out it comes to Botts with 6:23 to play. Cassidy with it, long range right. Dumps it down in there to Hale. Turning, looking, back to Cassidy. Out top, here's Botts for three. Good.
It's the lesser of the three evils. We're really shadowing Bird and Cassidy. You got to leave somebody open.
Yep. And here's Murphy driving all the way to the bucket, lays it up and in. Left her defender standing.
Yeah, they were just staring at us. And she's got to do that all day long. Yep. I mean, she's got those openings. I'd love to see her just take it all the time.
Right, 42-32. Barren with a 10-point lead. Comes back out to Botts. Botts around the top of the horn. Right side it goes to Bird. Down in the corner. Hale down inside. Adwell kicks it back over to Cassidy for three. It's no good. Rebound chased down by Ennis. Ennis being chased by Hale. Gets it up court to Varney. Varney stops now and gives it out to Ennis. Ennis over to Murphy.
Oh, it's spread out. She had it again, but if Adwell's away from the bucket, that's when we attack.
Yeah. Ennis comes left side with a left-handed dribble, hands it off to London. London reverses back left, gives it back off to Ennis. Ennis working to the right side, hands it off to Varney. Now Varney got to the left elbow, back out to London. Now hands it off to Murphy. Murphy back over to Varney. Wants to drive, cut off, gives it to Murphy in the left corner. Fires it across the lane to Hughes. Out it comes to London. Back to Hughes. Fakes, drives to the basket. Had it blocked. Foul.
Yeah, and defensively, they've made an adjustment that I really like for us is they were in the first half just letting Adwell camp out under the rim, and that affected all of our drives. Now she's really going out and shadowing Raven, which opens up the paint.
Emma Hughes at the line for two. First one rims out. Bird's going to check out for Glasgow. Back in for her now is Skylar Campbell.
The way Glasgow shot the ball all night, they've only got 8 field goals through 3 quarters. They're just 8 of 26. They're not getting a lot of shot attempts, and they're not making a lot. Yeah. So, make a few free throws here, play good defense, and in this zone, we're slowing the game down. I like our chances.
Yeah, Hughes knocks down the second free throw to make an 11-point lead, 43-32. Here's Campbell with it on the left side. Out to Botts. Right side to Hale. They really got Adwell bottled up in there. Here's Campbell, back out now to Botts, trying to penetrate, can't go, gives it to Hale. Bounces it off to Cassidy. Cassidy, back out to Botts. Left side to Campbell, going to let it go for three. It is no good. Ball knocked down and grabbed in there by Hughes, and she's fouled, trying to split the defenders. And it's on 22, and that's Chloe Hale, her third, and the team's fourth of the second half.
Piper's not anti-zone, but she's about as close as you can get to it, and I really love this zone move. It's thrown Glasgow off offensively big time.
The ball comes into Katie Murphy. Glasgow tried to pressure. She's going to go all the way to the basket. That came up short.
Yeah, I think it got deflected. I like it, though. I like the aggressiveness. If it's there, take the lane.
Yep. Botts with it on the front side, outright, and gives it over to Adwell. Adwell putting down the dribble, goes into a crowd, had it smacked loose down to the floor. Ball squirts out, grabbed by Hale. 4 minutes to play in the ball game. Barren up by 11. And Botts has it out front, out between the circles. Botts got Ennis fronting Adwell.
Good defense.
Out to Campbell. Bounces it off now to Hale. Hale taking it to the right side. Now cuts back left. Gives it to Adwell. Trying to go off the screen. In the corner they go to Botts. Now Botts feeds it on Hale. Lost the handle. Hughes has it. Gives it to Murphy.
Now we can settle down offensively and take some time off the clock on our side, too.
Down to 3:27 to play. Murphy against Campbell. Tries to take her one-on-one. Throws it back out to Ennis. Gets rid of it to Hughes. Hughes curls into the lane. Throws up the shots. Blocked. Out of bounds. Foul. And Emma Hughes will go back to the free throw line. The foul is on Adwell, her third, and Glasgow's fifth of the second half.
That's her third, team fifth. Hughes.
Emma Hughes, 3 of 4 at the foul line. Shot goes up. It's good.
Emma's a good kid, and she's easy to give a hard time to, and I enjoy doing that in class. And I asked her today if she was nervous about 10 times, and she finally got mad at me. But I said, not a lot of people have a chance to win a district all 4 years that you're in high school. And I said, that would be pretty special if you're able to do it tonight. We're 3-14 away.
That's right. And you got a technical foul.
I was looking on
Craig
our
Pippen.
end.
Better be careful.
Yeah,
he's about ready to get his second one.
He needs an assistant to calm him down. They're not going to throw him out, but he needs to get calmed down. To be honest, the replay's not going to show it, and I wasn't watching, but it's kind of been boiling over a little. That last foul against Ansley is what did it.
Raven Ennis will be at the line. Free throw on the way. Good. 45-32.
That's a terrible technical, too,
And that one won't go, but Trojanettes will get the ball. 3:11 to play.
It's a terrible technical, not by the official calling it, by the coach in the situation. You give us the ball back.
Tony Franklin talking with Orlando Hayden, one of the assistant coaches at Glasgow. Craig Pippen's having to take a seat.
Never get a technical when your team has the ball, because you give us free throws and you turn it over to get another possession.
Yeah. Ball comes out to Murphy with 3:10 to play. Barren up by 13. Largest been 15. Now Murphy. Bounce pass left side. Ennis circles around, gives it over to London. London on the right wing. London sends it back out front to Murphy. Murphy back out to Ennis. As Ennis guarded closely by Adwell. Right side knocked away by Campbell. Saved in bounds. She stepped on the sideline.
Unforced. She just didn't know where she was. And another bad thing about that technical, it not only gives us the ball back with a chance to score, but a chance to run more time off the clock.
Right. Ennis gets the ball in play to Murphy. Murphy bounce pass underneath to Varney. Can't handle it. Had to go chase it down the left corner. She's covered up by Cassidy. And the foul on Cassidy. That's going to be her third. And the team sixth. Got a final score in from the 14th District boys. Bowling Green 77. Greenwood 44.
It was quick. Not quite a running clock. Well, I don't know if they got over that hump or not, but the final margin wasn't.
So Bowling Green goes in as a winner. Greenwood a runner-up. Varney at the line. Shot is good. Makes it 46-32. 13 points for Abby Varney. Varney for the second of 2. And it's up, and she got it.
Kind of game we need from Abby.
Yep. 47-32. 2:39 to play in the basketball game. As Ansley Adwell has it for the Lady Scotties. Adwell out of the right side. Throws it cross court to Cassidy. Cassidy trying to get open for a 3, but can't. Here's Hale back out to Adwell. Adwell now floats it inside. Knocked away by Murphy, and they're going to call a foul.
That's we just gave your coach a technical foul, so we're going to give you a break.
15 foul on the Trojanettes here in the second half. Mariana Bradley will toss it in for Glasgow, having some trouble. Had to force it in there, and Hughes had it for a moment with Austin. Cassidy fires a three, and it's no good. And, body's going everywhere there inside, fighting for it. Shot goes up. Won't count. Foul on the floor. 2:11 to play.
You know, Adwell had a flurry there at the beginning of the second half. She ended up just getting three, and we've silenced her since then.
As Bradley looks to inbounds, right baseline, gets it into Adwell. Adwell looking. Adwell covered up by Murphy, feeds it down in there to Caroline Murphy. Had a shot blocked by Varney and taken by Ennis. Barren has matched their biggest lead of the night with 1:55 to play in this championship game.
Great stretch here. Just need to hold on to it and let the clock run out now.
Murphy around the right side, Bradley on her, and almost a steal by Cassidy. Varney down on the floor fighting for jump ball possession back to the Trojanettes.
We got 4 timeouts. If we get in those situations, we got to be quick to call them.
Yeah. 1:41 to play. Barren up by 15.
I think Abby's going to have to come out. She's got a little blood on her maybe. Yeah, just a small cut.
And so Mia Long will come in for Abby Varney. Is it on her wrist, arm? I couldn't see.
Yeah, it's on her elbow, inner elbow. Her antecubital region, Jay.
You have the technical terms for that. I don't know. Comes out to Murphy with 1:38. Right side, Ennis. Out to Long. Swings it left over to London. Now London putting down the dribble. Back out it comes to Ennis. Back to Murphy. Out to Long with 1:20 to play. Now Ennis against Janae Bradley, who checked in a moment ago. Out it comes to Murphy with Mariana Bradley guarding her. Also in the ball game is Ebony Prophet. Well, there's a bad pass. It goes right in the hands of Janae Bradley. Off on the left side is Fogel. 55 seconds left. Barren County about to win their 4th straight 15th district championship. That it comes to Fogel. Here's the lob down inside. Caroline Murphy puts it up, and she's fouled.
Katie got those early 2 fouls. I don't think she's got a foul since until just then.
It's her 4th.
Oh, so she picked one up and I didn't see it again.
Unless I missed one somewhere. No, it's her 4th. 7th team foul as Caroline Murphy at the line for Glasgow. 5'7" sophomore. Free throw on the way and no good. So the starters are coming out. Trojanet fans cheering them on.
They got the job done.
Yep. Julie Johnson in the ball game for Glasgow. And we've got Graceland DeWeese, Katie Elmore, Addison Smith, Katie Geralds, Mia Long on the court for the Trojanettes. Also Cynthia Austin coming in for Glasgow. 44 seconds to play. Barren County 47, Glasgow 32. And Murphy at the line. Puts it up, and that one comes off. Janae Bradley with a rebound. So they keep it alive. Here's a three-point shot. Good for Austin. 47-35. 33 seconds to play. Elmore gets bumped out front by Caroline Murphy. That'll be her 2nd. 8th foul on Glasgow in the second half. Stops the clock with 29.5 seconds to play. And Katie Elmore, 47% foul shooter. Scored a bucket back in the first quarter tonight. Puts this shot up, and it is no good off the front end of the 1-and-1. Glasgow with a rebound, 26 seconds left. And it's Austin who knocked down the 3 a moment ago. Right side, Caroline Murphy back to Austin. They send it over to Johnson. 15 seconds left. Johnson back out now to Austin. Austin on the right side, trying to dribble it down, forces up the shot, air ball, and Addison Smith has it. We'll run the clock out. 3, 2, 1. And the Trojanettes have won their 4th straight 15th district title, defeating the Glasgow Lady Scotties 47-35.
Second quarter held them to just 4 points. Went on a great little run and able to stretch it out over the course of the third and fourth to really never let Glasgow get much of a threat going.
We'll talk with Piper Lindsay a little bit later after probably the trophy presentations.
All right.
And we may talk with senior Emma Hughes.
We can do that.
And so stay tuned. We got the trophy presentations coming up here shortly. And we can kind of run down some scoring here tonight for Glasgow, as it was 7 points each for Ashton Botts and Mia Cassidy, Chloe Hale. 6 for Cadence Bird and 5 for Ansley Adwell. That may be a season low for her. For Glasgow, they only had 6 field goals the entire second half. 3 of those were 3-point shots. So they ended up with 10 field goals for the game and 4 3-pointers. And from the foul line, they were only 1 of 5, so 8 of 13 for Glasgow tonight from the charity stripe. Barren County looking at some scoring. Katie Murphy scored 7. She had 3 buckets, one of those a 3-point shot. 20 points for Raven Ennis, had 14 in the first half. 4 points for Emma Hughes from the free throw line, 4 of 6. 14 for Abby Varney tonight. And 4 baskets, one of those a 3-point shot. She was 5 of 7 from the charity stripe. Katie Elmore scored 2 tonight for Coach Piper Lindsay, as they will go in as a district winner, 18-7. Glasgow will be a runner-up at 10-12, so the Trojanettes will host a first-round regional tournament game here next Thursday night.
Great job. I said Emma was important tonight. She only had 4 points, but that's not why I thought she was going to be important. She was important on Ansley. She had some help, though. Abby Varney had her a few times. Raven had her a few times. It was a team effort on her to just have 5 points. So, you know, she's going to go into the Division I program at Bellarmine, and we hold her to 5 points in the district championship. We don't let their shooters ever get free. None of them ever had more than 1 3. Well, Bird had 2 late.
Yeah.
But still, that was her only 2 buckets the whole game. So you don't let their shooters really get hot, and great defensive effort holding them over 11 points below their average.
And Barren County was a 13-point favorite and win it by 12, 47-35. Glasgow comes out to get the 15th district runner-up trophy.
They have gotten better throughout the year. You can see some improvements. I think Botts has gotten better, and they'll have to replace Adwell, but they'll be pretty decent next year.
Oh, yeah. And now the Trojanettes to come out to get their 4th straight 15th district championship trophy. The last time the Trojanettes won 4 straight was under John Butler, the 2002 to 2005 seasons. And Piper Lindsay was a player at that time.
Some good years.
And Coach Piper Lindsay coming out to get the game ball. And we will have the announcement of the All-Academic Team Awards here in just a moment. It'll be one from each school.
It will be our academic award. From Allen County, Scottsville,
Taylor Carter, one of the seniors for the Lady Patriots, named to the All-Academic Team from Allen County, Scottsville.
From Barren County, Emma Hughes.
Emma Hughes, the only senior on the Barren County Trojanette team. Kaya Fogel from Glasgow named to the All-Academic Team. Vogel is a junior.
From Monroe County,
Ramsey Bartley from Monroe County, who played her last. I think she's a senior this year. Yeah, I think you're right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your
That's the all-academic team.
2021
Allen County Scottsville's Taylor Carter, Barren County's Emma Hughes, Glasgow's Micaiah Fogel, and Monroe County's Ramsey Bartley. Next will be the announcement of the 15th District All-Season team.
Here's 15th District All-Season team. From Barren County, Addison London.
First one named to the All-District Season team.
From Glasgow,
Mia Cassidy from Glasgow. Cassidy, a sophomore. She's still got 2 more years at Glasgow High School.
From Monroe County,
Gracie Veach, who will return next year for Monroe County.
From Barren County, Emma Hughes.
Barren County's Emma Hughes racking up some hardware. The senior for the Trojanettes.
From Allen County, Scottsville,
Jay McReynolds from Allen County, Scottsville, one of the seniors for the Lady Patriots. As they lose quite a bit off that team.
From Monroe County,
Ella Massengill got injured mid-season. Did not get to play the rest of her junior year, but she'll be back next year for Coach Clifton Hamilton at Monroe County High.
From Allen County, Scottsville, Alison Meador.
Alison Meador from Allen County, Scottsville, another senior for the Lady Patriots. Paisley Ford. She's got 2 years left at Monroe County.
Co-player of the year, the 15th District, Ainsley Adwell.
Ainsley Adwell, co-player of the year from Glasgow, who's going to Bellarmine to play college next season.
Co-player of the year from Barren County,
and Raven Ennis, Co-District Player of the Year.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your 2021 15th District All-Season.
The All-Season team. Barren County, Addison London. Glasgow, Mia Cassidy. Monroe County, Gracie Veach. Barren County, Emma Hughes. Allen County, Scottsville, Jay McReynolds. Monroe County's Ella Massengill. Allen County, Scottsville's Alison Meador. Monroe County's Paisley Ford. Co-Player of the Year, Ainsley Adwell of Glasgow and Raven Ennis of Barren County. All-District Tournament team now. Paisley Ford, Monroe County.
From Barren County, Katie Murphy.
Katie Murphy. The freshman from Barren County.
From Glasgow, Ainsley Adwell.
Ainsley Adwell, Glasgow.
From Allen County, Scottsville, Alison Meador.
Alison Meador from Allen County, Scottsville. And the all-district tournament team. Mia Cassidy from Glasgow. She has 2 more years at Glasgow High.
From Barren County, Raven Ennis.
Raven Ennis from Barren County. The junior.
From Monroe County, Malia Wyatt.
Malia Myatt from Monroe County, who'll be back next year for the Lady Falcons.
From Allen County, Scottsdale, Taylor Carter.
Taylor Carter, Allen County, Scottsville. And we should have 2 more left.
From Glasgow, Chloe Hale.
Chloe Hale, a freshman from Glasgow.
And from Barren County, Emma Hughes.
Emma Hughes.
Emma had double digits the other night, had a great defensive game tonight, so well deserved. Not a lot of people get the triple play, the all-district, all-seasonal tournament, and the academic award.
Yep. All-district tournament team. Paisley Ford, Monroe County. Barren County's Katie Murphy. Glasgow's Ansley Adwell. Alison Meador, Allen County, Scottsville. Mia Cassidy, Glasgow. Raven Ennis, Barren County. Malia Myatt, Monroe County. Taylor Carter, Allen County, Scottsville. Chloe Hale of Glasgow, and Emma Hughes of Barren County. And now they're going to cut down the nets. And we will take a break, come back and talk with Coach Piper Lindsay, and hopefully we can talk with senior Emma Hughes as well as we continue our coverage. Trojanettes 47, Glasgow 35, this championship game. Back in a moment. This is the 15th District Basketball Tournament presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. And it's time for McDonald's Comments. Coach's Comments brought to you by Glasgow McDonald's. Coach Piper Lindsay, 4 straight district titles. Nobody's ever done it except your former coach, John Butler.
Yeah, I was looking up at the banners earlier today, actually, and was like, has that ever been done before? And I'm just proud to be in that group with him. He's taught me everything I know. Talk to him on a daily basis. He's an incredible guy. But so proud of these girls and doing what they've done and just staying in the fight and battling. They executed the game plan to a T tonight, and I'm just proud of them.
Now, you were shocked when you looked at the score sheet here a second ago. Said we held Ansley Adwell to 5 points, only 1 field goal.
If you had told me that was going to happen before the game, I'd said you're crazy. But that just goes to show you what our defense does. I thought Emma Hughes was incredible.
Yeah.
Then we threw, Raven was on her. We had Abby on her. We had Katie on her. We kept throwing some different girls at her. Just so impressed and so tickled to death that they did exactly what they needed to do.
We started out the ball game. It was 14-12 there at the end of the first quarter, but that second quarter, you hold them to just 4 points.
We talked about, of course, at halftime. Let's try to
just free throws. It wasn't even field goals at all.
I thought the second quarter was excellent. We ended it really strong, ended the half strong. But of course, we went into the locker room they had 16. So I said, I'll give them 8 points every quarter, and we'll be good. And I think they ended it with 35. So they had a little bit more than 8. I think it was that third quarter that hurt us a little bit. But again, the girls did exactly what they needed to do. They're tough to guard. They're hard with Ansley being such a force inside and as quick as she is and as crafty as she is. Then they've got some great shooters around them with Mia and the Cassidy, and then we've got Bird and Hale can score it a little bit. I mean, it's all those that you've got to still make sure that you key in on. You can't just leave them out there.
That's true. Raven Ennis, 20 points tonight.
She was feeling
3
it.
threes.
She was just feeling it before the game started. I was like, let's have a good game here. Hit a couple threes, big shots early, and then again, I think she played pretty much the entire game.
Yeah.
Just proud of her for her fight.
And Raven Ennis had a nice game for you offensively. Abby Varney, 14 points, hit 5 of 7 free throws, hit a 3 in the second quarter.
Abby's been big for us, and she was big in the first game too. And I mean, I hate that we can only give so many awards out. I think that she would be another one that needs to deserve an all seasonal and all tournament, whatever it takes. She's come a really, really long way since the beginning of the year. We kind of threw her out in the fire. I mean, she didn't start at the beginning. Macy went down. She came in as another starter and handled it just like a champ. And I'm just proud of this moment for her as well.
You've been here 6 years. This is your 5th straight district title game and your 4th straight title. That's pretty impressive.
Well, again, we've got some good kids and a good group that have stayed together. And we were here with a senior group at first, and they kind of set the stage. And then after that, we had Elizabeth Bertram and Carly and all them, and they've kind of learned from them. Before that, we had Bailey and Mallory and all that group. And it's like those they set the standard, and now everybody else is trying to keep up with them. But I've got excellent help with Chappie and Chad Withrow and Brent Spillman this year. They come in and we work hard every single day.
And the main thing is you get to host a region tournament game here next Thursday night. You're going to be off a week, but still you get to host a first region, first round tournament game. Be a District 13 runner-up, the 14th or 16th. Of course, all of them don't play till tomorrow night.
Yeah, and when you go back to taking a week off when we had that snow, we were a week off, so I was okay with that. We were a week off before we played our first round of district.
Yep.
So we should be, we're okay. We got to get back in a routine, that's for sure. The girls had to go to school every day this week. They were talking about how tired they were, but I thought they didn't show it tonight. We got to be ready to go no matter who it is next Thursday, but it definitely is a bonus that we get to play here.
I noticed one of your former players, Carly Delk, here tonight congratulating the team.
Is she? Yes.
28 points last year against Glasgow, if you remember that championship game.
Yes, she was she kind of came in there, those little 15-footers all day. She was excellent, big help for us. Yeah. Oh, I see her now, yeah.
Well, Coach, congratulations to you. We're going to try to get Emma Hughes over here to talk with her, the only senior who's had an outstanding season, and it's going to continue on next week and hopefully even further down the road as we get into the regional tournament.
Yeah, and talking about Emma, she's one that is kind of bought her time. She last year didn't play a lot of minutes, kind of just threw her in the fire this year, and she works so hard. I mean, she works hard during practice and constantly does exactly what we need her to do. But yeah, we'll try to get her over here as soon as we can. them.
Yeah. Coach, congratulations to you, and we'll see you at the draw on Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Hope it's a good
All right,
one.
Jay, thank you.
All right. Coach Piper Lindsay, the Trojanettes win their 4th straight district title in a row as they defeat the Glasgow Scotties for the 4th year in a row by a score of 47-35. And we're going to get senior Emma Hughes in here to speak with her for just a second and talk with senior Emma Hughes. Emma, congratulations to you. Wow, what a season it's been so far.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Talk about this game tonight. This is your 4th straight district title. That's got to feel pretty good.
Oh, it feels amazing. We came out ready. They came out ready too, but I feel like our shots were falling. Their shots were falling too.
Yeah.
But our defense pushed through, and our transition, we really pushed the ball and we scored.
Well,
we got fouled.
You did a great job on Angela Adwell. You held her only 5 points, only 1 field goal.
Thank you.
You're a great defensive player, but you have scored in double figures. What, 4 of the last 7 games?
Yep.
So you've been scoring, been playing great defense, and taking on the hardware tonight. The academic team, 15th district season team, all tournament team, 4th district title in a row.
Yep.
And I guess you've been on a regional championship team, regional runner-up team, and maybe another regional championship.
Hopefully.
And one thing is you get to host a game here next Thursday. That's pretty special.
Yep.
Yeah. Emma, congratulations to you. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Okay. Emma Hughes, the only senior for the Barren County Trojanettes, as she has going to be taking home the hardware tonight. Had 3 awards tonight: all academic team, all seasonal team, and all district tournament team. And I know we didn't go over the stats, did we, Robert? Well, let's take one more break and we'll come back. And so Trojanettes win the 15th district championship for the 4th year in a row. 47-35, the final score tonight over Glasgow. This is the 15th district tournament, and it's presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7. And back here with more of our post-game report coverage as the Trojanettes win their 4th straight title tonight over the Glasgow Lady Scotties by a score of 47-35. And again, this is another district championship, Robert, that the game was decided by 10 or more points. This is 5 in a row.
It's a little crazy that that's the case. It's much different the boys' side. It seems like they're all kind of nip and tuck, but it makes it maybe more fun when it's a little more comfortable and you don't have to worry about it down the stretch. So our girls played well. They shot the ball well, 15 of 42, 36%, but we matched Glasgow at the three-point line. We were 5 of 13 there. 5 threes is more than we've made in a long time. Glasgow was 11 of 33. So we shoot the ball 9 more times. We make 4 more field goals. They were 11 of 33 for 38. 5 of 16. We did a great job running their shooters off the line, allowing them to shoot 31% at the line. We got to the free throw line 19 times. So we made more, almost more than they attempted. And we out-rebounded them 22-20. We turned the ball over 11 times and forced Glasgow into 16. We assisted on 8 of our 15 buckets. Glasgow 7 of their 11. So great night for the Trojanettes, and going to have to feel like a long, long time, an eternity to wait before they play again, but at least it'll be back here on this floor Thursday night.
Next Thursday night. And go over the scoring one more time. Chloe Hale, Mia Cassidy, Ashton Botts all had 7 points apiece. Cadence Bird had 6 on those 2 3-point shots. Ansley Adwell held to only 5 points tonight. Only 1 field goal and 3 of 5 from the free throw line. And for Barren County tonight, led by Raven Ennis with 20. She had 14 in the first half, knocked down 3 threes. 14 for Abby Varney tonight. 7 points for Katie Murphy. 4 for Emma Hughes and 2 for Katie Elmore. And that was the scoring for the Trojanettes tonight. We'll find out Saturday morning who the Trojanettes will play here on their home court. And it'll be the runner-up of the 13th, 14th, or 16th district. Of course, tomorrow morning we'll find out who the Trojans will play Sunday afternoon in the first round of the 4th region tournament. We'll have to go somewhere, and it'll either be Bowling Green, who won earlier tonight over Greenwood. That was, 77-44?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the 13th district between Franklin Simpson and Russellville.
Score?
You have a score on that?
Franklin's up 3, about halfway through the second.
Okay. And then the 16th at Cumberland County. At last report, you may have an update, though.
I just have the halftime.
Okay.
That was
Metcalf was up by 7 at halftime over Clinton County, 37-30. So those games still going on. We'll have the scores will be on the KHSAA scoreboard later tonight. But, again, we'll find out where the Trojans will be tomorrow morning. And, of course, the game will be Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock, wherever that might be. And we'll have the broadcast of that game, and then we'll have the semifinals Monday and Tuesday, championship on Wednesday night at Diddle Arena, and then Thursday night back here at Barren County for the first round of the girls' 4th region tournament, and then we'll go back to Diddle Arena on Friday, Saturday, Sunday to finish out the semifinals and championship game.
And I'm sure you'll put the draw on social media.
We'll have it on social media. I'll have it on my Facebook page. We'll have it on the radio. We'll have it all covered so people will know. I'm not sure how tickets are going to be handled for the regional tournament. I guess we'll find out about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
I had heard that they were going to be online, that you have to purchase them online, especially for the semifinals and championship game.
Yeah, it'll be vouchers, I'm sure, for the first games, kind of like it has been in district tournaments, but semifinals and finals will definitely be a little different.
Right. We'll be back and wrap it up after this timeout as the Trojanettes are the 15th district champions for the 4th straight year and over the Glasgow Lady Scotties 47-35. This is the 15th district basketball tournament presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 104thescore.com and Nash 103.7.
BCHS Construction to work on your next job and know it will be a success. 678-2876. Again, you're not all the ones that are this year is returning for the CRS Construction.
Time to wrap it up here on this championship night of the girls' 15th District Basketball Tournament. The Barren County Trojanettes over the Glasgow Lady Scotties, 47-35. Congratulations, Coach Piper Lindsay, her coaching staff, and the Trojanettes on the victory tonight. Well, our next broadcast will be Sunday afternoon. We don't know where yet. We'll find out tomorrow morning at the boys' region draw at Warren East at 9 o'clock. We'll have that on our social media pages, Facebook page, websites, on the radio. Let you know who the Trojans will play Sunday afternoon. We'll be there to broadcast the game wherever it may be. 3 o'clock is the start time of the ball game on Sunday, and our broadcast around 2:30 Sunday afternoon here on Nash 103.7, online at 104thescore.com. Thanks to Todd Belcher, our studio producer. Cameron Brown with stats tonight. Robert Bauer with color commentary. Till Sunday afternoon, this is Jay Turner. Thanks for being with us, and good night from Barren County High.